Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. B&B spoilers Thursday, October 10, will hope be torn? The bold and the beautiful B&B spoilers for Thursday, October 10, 2024, tease Liam giving Hope a big surprise. Hope Logan, Annika Noel, is a little taken aback by how much Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, claims he misses her. She mainly has Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, on her mind, so this is coming out of left field. Liam is now set to make Hope a shocking offer. Does he want to take her back, or is he willing to take Beth for a while and give Hope a break? Considering how much she would like to explore this new thing with Carter, Hope might take Liam up on that offer. As for Carter, he can't stop thinking about Hope and has a hard time keeping his new office romance a secret from Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, and Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye. Brooke might be happy to learn that Hope has forgotten all about John Finnegan, Tanner Novlin. But Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson, is still out there, and it feels like unfinished business all around. Will Hope be able to truly forget the man who changed her life last year? Ridge also had a difficult time keeping Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, secret from Steffi Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline Messines Wood. He came so close to telling their daughter all about broken heart syndrome, but he respected Taylor's wishes and kept his mouth shut. However, Ridge is not sure how much longer he can do that. Ridge sits down with Taylor to discuss what comes next. Will she go back to Dr. Grace Buckingham, Cassandra Creech, for further tests? Is there a treatment? And finally, will she share the news with Steffi, so they do not keep any secrets from Steffi and Taylor gets the support she needs? Taylor is still not sure she wants to accept this diagnosis. It's such an embarrassing one, but she has to realize it is also real and can be dangerous. Steffi would want to know and be there for her mother. She would also encourage her to seek treatment. Can Ridge talk Taylor into telling the truth? On the bold and the beautiful for Thursday, October 10, a storm brews in Hope Logan's world, leaving her heart in a tug-of-war that could tear her apart. The question is, will Hope finally give in to her deepest desires or continue to fight the inevitable? The day starts with Hope in a state of reflection, her mind swirling with thoughts about the two men who have dominated her life: Liam Spencer, her steady and reliable partner, and Thomas Forrester, the dark, magnetic designer who has repeatedly tested her limits. Though she has tried to push aside her attraction to Thomas, recent events have brought their undeniable connection to the forefront. Hope's battle is no longer just about morality. It's about the realization that her emotions may be spiraling out of her control. A confession on the horizon. As Hope sits alone in the cabin she once shared with Liam, she can't escape the pull Thomas now has over her. It's a dangerous feeling, one that makes her heart race and her pulse quicken. But with those emotions come the haunting memories of Thomas's past deceptions and manipulations. She promised herself she would never fall for him again. And yet, here she is, drawn to him like a moth to a flame. The door creaks open, and in walks Liam, his face full of concern. He's been picking up on Hope's distant behavior, sensing that something between them isn't quite right. The tension in the air is thick, and Liam doesn't hesitate to address it. "Hope, we need to talk," he says, his voice soft but firm. "I know something's been bothering you lately, and I need to understand what it is." Hope's heart races. She's not ready to confess her inner turmoil, but she knows Liam deserves the truth. He's always been the one to stand by her side, to be her rock. But how can she tell him that Thomas, the man who nearly destroyed their lives, is the one she can't seem to shake? "I've just had a lot on my mind," Hope deflects, trying to avoid the inevitable confrontation. Liam's eyes search hers, and he can see the walls she's built around her heart. "Is this about Thomas?" he asks, the words cutting through the silence like a knife. Hope's breath catches in her throat. She knows that denying it would be pointless. Liam can already see the truth in her hesitation. I don't know, she whispers, her voice shaky. It's complicated, Liam. His expression hardens as he takes in her words. Hope, Thomas is dangerous. He's hurt you so many times before. Are you seriously considering him? The Thomas factor. Meanwhile, across town, Thomas Forrester is working late at Forrester Creations, sketching out designs for a new collection. But his thoughts keep drifting back to Hope. Ever since their collaboration on the Hope for the Future line, their chemistry has been undeniable. But this time, something feels different. There's a spark between them that he can't ignore, and it's more than just professional respect. He's convinced that Hope feels it too. As Thomas works, his sister Steffi stops by his office, her expression one of both curiosity and concern. "You're thinking about Hope, aren't you?" she asks, leaning against the doorframe. Thomas doesn't bother denying it. "Yeah," he admits, setting down his pencil. "I can't stop thinking about her." Steffi raises an eyebrow, crossing her arms. "Thomas, you need to be careful. Hope is married, and the last thing you need is to stir up trouble again." Thomas sighs, running a hand through his hair. "I know, but it's different this time. I feel like she's starting to see me for who I am now, not who I was. We have a real connection." Steffi's eyes narrow, and she steps closer. "Do you really believe that? Or are you just telling yourself that because you want it to be true?" Thomas hesitates, but the truth is, he doesn't know anymore. What he does know is that his feelings for Hope are real, and he's not ready to give up on the possibility of a future with her, no matter how complicated things get. Hope's inner struggle. Back at the cabin, Hope is left reeling after her conversation with Liam. The guilt is overwhelming, but so is the pull toward Thomas. She knows she can't keep living in this limbo forever. She has to make a choice. Later in the day, Hope finds herself at Forrester Creations, unable to stay away from the place where she and Thomas have shared so many intimate moments, both in work and in their personal lives. As she walks through the halls, her thoughts are a whirlwind. Can she really continue denying her feelings for Thomas? Or is it time to confront them head-on? Just as she's about to head into the design studio, she runs into Thomas. The air between them crackles with tension, and for a moment, neither of them speaks. But the unspoken words hang heavy in the space between them. "Hope," Thomas says softly, his eyes searching hers. "We need to talk." Hope nods, her heart pounding in her chest. She knows what's coming, and she's not sure if she's ready to face it. As they step into the studio, Thomas closes the door behind them, turning to face her. "I can't keep pretending that nothing's changed between us," he admits. "I know you feel it too." Hope's breath catches in her throat. This is the moment she's been dreading and yearning for. She knows that if she admits the truth, everything will change. But can she continue to lie to herself? "Thomas, she begins, but her words trail off as her emotions threaten to overwhelm her. Thomas steps closer, his eyes locked on hers. "You don't have to say anything, Hope. I just need to know. Do you feel the same way I do?" Hope's mind races. She thinks of Liam, of the life they've built together, of the stability he offers. But then she thinks of Thomas, of the passion and fire that he ignites in her. It's a choice between two very different futures, and she knows that whichever path she chooses, there will be no turning back. Torn between her head and her heart, Hope stands at a crossroads, unsure of which way to go. But one thing is clear, her life will never be the same after this moment. And on Thursday, October 10, the bold and the beautiful promises that Hope's decision will leave everyone stunned.